Dear brothers and sisters in Christ, we are on the 12th Sunday in Ordinary Time. In good weather, it is lovely to live near the sea, especially when there is such a lovely promenade we can walk along here in Bexhill. We are fortunate. The sea is majestic in its beauty. It attracts our attention and awakens our senses. A young man once said to me as he was looking at the sea, "It is proof that God exists." "What makes you say that?" And he replied, "Do you know any human clever enough to make such a beautiful sight? We know, though, that despite its beauty, the sea can be treacherous with its power and it can be very windy and rough." The Sea of Galilee was a very large inland lake, but like the sea, it could turn very nasty due to wind suddenly blowing down onto it from the surrounding hills. Something of the fear that a storm at sea can evoke is very well captured in the way that the disciples address Jesus in today's Gospel. "Master, do you not care? We are going down." According to the Gospel, he was asleep as the storm blew up. There is a striking contrast between how relaxed Jesus was in the storm and how fearful and terrified the disciples were. Of course, Jesus knew he was safe and he trusted in his Father to keep him safe. Jesus rebukes the disciples. "Why are you so frightened? How is it that you have no faith?" They had been with Jesus for some time and had witnessed how God worked powerfully in and through him. That experience should have been enough to reassure them that in spite of the incoming storm, all would be well because Jesus was with them. People all over the world have been experiencing a great storm with this pandemic. In the midst of it and the other problems we experience, some of us may have been tempted to cry out like the disciples in the boat, "Lord, do you not care? We are going down." We may be asking why this is happening. We may be asking where God is in all of this. And like those disciples, we may be very fearful and we may lose our faith in Him. One of the messages of the storm story is that the Lord remains with us in the storms we face. The Lord is present to His fearful and faithless disciples. He may rebuke us as He rebuked those disciples in the boat. However, His presence to us in the storm is not just a rebuking presence. It is ultimately a creative and life-giving presence. Jesus brought calm out of the chaos. The Lord remains stronger than the storms that threaten our lives. Today's responsorial psalm assures us that if we cry to the Lord in our need, He will rescue us from our distress. Our need and distress can open us up more fully to the Lord's life-giving presence among us. God bless you all.